What a fight. Khabib and McGregor. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Khabib. Wow. Now, there's a lot of controversy going on right now on social media and YouTube with the aftermath of Khabib, and frankly, it's in my honest opinion, it wasn't cool. That's not cool. Regardless of where you come from or what Connor said about religion or whatever, it's not cool. But there are a couple things that I want to extract from this whole situation that are extremely relevant in your business, and specifically my business is real estate. And let's talk real quick about the setup, what happened in the aftermath. So let's look at McGregor and Khabib. McGregor makes the UFC. Let's just be real. We're going to be honest. McGregor sold all those pay-per-view tickets. McGregor filled that center up in Las Vegas. McGregor sells tickets. McGregor is the UFC. Let's just say it for what it is. He is. He's recreated a brand, a style. Everyone loves it. Not everyone, but a lot of people love it. We love him for his pompous behavior, but at the same time, it's kind of like a love-hate. Like, I hate how stuck up he is, but I love it because it's funny, right? It's hilarious. He shows up dressed up. He's got the shades on, the trash talking. Wow. Let's hone in on that. I think he focuses more on the other guy in every one of the fights than he does on himself. And a lot of people, I believe, can agree with me on this. He really does take time to research every single opponent. He took a lot of time to research Khabib. He took time to research his background, even his personal interrelationships, even his manager's relationship with him, and just everything. And he started saying this stuff in the press conference. McGregor is an extremely talented meddler. He can meddle in your mind. I don't know how else to describe it. He can change the way you feel through intimidation. He is very good at it. He's a master. He is a master. He will show up and he will try you physically, verbally, to see if he can get in your head. That's his main game. Get in your head. I'm going to look as intimidating and be as intimidating as possible, and I'm going to break you down physically when we're finally in the octagon. It's a tactic. Is it a good tactic? Yeah, it's won him a lot of fights. Did it win him the last two? No, it didn't. By the way, the last two, I do mean the Mayweather fight, which he shouldn't even been in there because he's going to get bombasted anyway, and of course Khabib. So his role was to get in the other guy's head as much as he could so that he can break him down physically. That's his technique. Personally, I don't think that is a great way to execute, whether it is in sports or business. You know, I believe you need to focus on your own self. With the exception of Muhammad Ali, there's really nobody out there that is such a loudmouth, you know, in your face, who executes every single time. Because they fall short a lot of times. The ones who talk loud, they do fall short. There's many times when they fall short. You look at Chad Ochocinco, right? He fell short many times. He had a big mouth, but he was very good. He was very good. T.O., really big mouth. He was still very good. Okay? There's a lot of players out there. There's some players that don't say much, and they're so focused on themselves and improving themselves every single day. And that's how they're able to win over and over again. Because it was never a competition between them and their opponents. It never was. It was between them and their head. It was between them and yesterday. Are they better today or are they worse today? You can't stay the same. There's no such thing. You're either better or you're worse. And I think great athletes, great businessmen, great artists, great icons, they are fighting their minds constantly. It's a struggle, it's a battle every single day, and they have to overcome their thoughts of inadequacy, I guess is what I would say. So now let's go back to the way Khabib acted inside the press conference and leading up to the fight. He was very calm and collective. In fact, there's a YouTuber out there I like to follow. I won't mention his name here because I just plumb forgot it, but he monitors the body language of the fighters, and he was saying Khabib looked very scared. I remember when McGregor showed up and said, "Your lips are blue, your lips are blue." He said that twice, and Khabib turned his eyes, looked away, and took a breath, and turned his back on the guy who's intimidating the crap out of him. Okay? So that's what he was saying. I don't know. After the fight, now that I've seen everything transpire, I don't know if he was really intimidated. But the way Khabib likes to focus on himself is he meditates, he prays, he is an active Muslim, and he focused on himself, and he didn't focus on speaking, he focused on the fight itself. He focused on the dynamics, what he's very good at, and he knew the weaknesses of McGregor. He was thinking about the weaknesses of McGregor. What's McGregor's weakness? We could say it all at the same time. Ready? Here we go. Ground game. McGregor's a striker. He's very good at striking. He's very good. He's won many fights at striking. He's not so hot on the ground. Khabib said, I'm taking this guy down. I'm a great grappler. I'm going to put him on his back. What's the Russian mixed martial arts? I think it's Sambo, something like that. He's very good at it. And I'm very uneducated when it comes to MMA. But I can respect that he was very calm and collective about it. I love how Khabib was very focused on the long game. I think McGregor's a great fighter, and he brings a lot of money and entertainment to the UFC, which is a big reason why he's a big part of the UFC. So I'm not taking away from McGregor in any respect that way. But I think Khabib and other athletes that win, they're thinking about the long game, the long run. They don't think about the next the next 5 seconds, the next 30 seconds, the next fight. I mean, they're thinking about how I can become the greatest, how I can be the greatest grappler, the greatest striker, not just the best striker for this fight. You know, there's a difference, right? I'm not going to be the best fighter in this fight. I'm going to be the best fighter, period. I think Khabib has that type of mentality, long game. I will be the greatest. Does that sound familiar? I am the greatest? Yeah, Muhammad, right? So I think he's very good at keeping an eternal perspective, and McGregor's just out there to be a show. Now, McGregor's still very good, but what makes him good is he's able to get in your head and break you down physically. So I think Khabib had a plan when he came into this whole thing. He was definitely thinking about how he was going to put McGregor against the wall. If you noticed in the octagon, he kept pushing him towards the wall, the fence. And he knew that McGregor would be useless after he tires out in the first or second round. So he's like, I'm going to run this guy to the ground. I'm going to gas him out, and then I'm going to take him down, because Khabib's an amazing athlete when it comes to takedowns. And then I'm going to just, when he's tired, put him into submission. And that's exactly what he did. You know, he had a plan. He probably knew that this is how it was going to run from the start. Khabib knew that McGregor's reach was 4 inches longer, and Khabib is probably not the best striker. He's a decent striker, especially when you go against McGregor, who is a better striker than probably Khabib. So let's tire this guy out. Let's push him to the wall. Let's wrestle. And then in the second or third round, I'm going to take him out and put him into submission. Okay, we're done talking about the fight. Let's talk about your business. You need to have a long, eternal perspective. You need to have a long game mindset. It's going to be, where am I at? Not in 5 years, 10 years. I'm going to be doing this forever. Okay, whether you do it or not, I'm going to do this forever. So if I'm doing this forever, I will become the greatest. See that? If I do this forever and I don't quit, I will be the greatest. If you have that type of mentality, you will only improve every single day. Let's talk about competition. When you look around yourself and you see other people compete against you, first of all, you've got to think, they're not competing against me. These are other individuals in my field. I'm competing against me. I am just as good, if not better, than everyone else around me, whether it's true or not. That's the type of mentality you need to have. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be even better. I'm going to set goals to be better. I'm going to have a better social media game. I'm going to have a better content creation game. I'm going to have a better systems and sales team. I'm going to have a better marketing team. I'm going to have a better dispositions team. I'm going to have a better blah, blah, blah. Okay? Everything, every facet in your business needs to improve every single day. Look at your business. Don't look at the next guy's business. Do not be a Conor McGregor when it comes to your business. Because if you are, you're probably a loudmouth. Okay? Now, that being said, if you want to become a Conor McGregor inside your business, you're probably on social media. and you're probably someone who can create a lot of banter about a certain topic, which can be monetized. So that could be a good thing too. If you're someone who people like to rally around, I would go for the voice. Go for the voice. If you're a content creation king and a wizard and everyone likes and shares your content, well, you have a pretty sweet audience. Take it step by step and do not give in to the noise. The Conor McGregor is really just your head telling you you can't do it, you're too slow, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough influence, you don't have enough authority. Don't believe it. Shut it out. Close your eyes, put your head down and work. Grind. Every single day, grind. Put your nose to the grindstone and pretend like you got blinders on like those horses do, and just think about the one thing that you're going to do today that's going to make you a better person. It's going to make you a better businessman. If you do that daily, exponential growth has it that you're going to be extremely changed by the end of 12 months. You're going to be a much better company, a much bigger business. And it just happens by default because you focused on how to improve. You're not worried about the noise, the talk from your other competitors and your own mind in your head. Guys, I hope you like this. This was my take on the fight between Khabib and McGregor, and I was trying to create a lot of parallels in your own business. Don't give in to the noise. Make sure to back up what you say. Focus on yourself. Focus on the long game. Focus on what you're extremely good at, like Khabib did, and you're going to win every single time. Have a good one.